So in this regard, what you can do with Stephano is you can throw down a macro hatch very easily inside your main base and then expand again very, very shortly here. But he does just go ahead and expand now anyway. And it's okay. It's looking okay for both players. A little bit toe-to-toe action, treading on ice. Meanwhile, we do have +1 being started from the Forge here. So that may be indicative of a timing attack here, because if you don't want to go for a timing attack, you don't need to start that +1 immediately. And the 7X core is on its way as well. No third or fourth gas is taken yet, so it looks like we are going to see 2 more gateways added on first, and then the tech path from Bischu. Meanwhile, both gases now have been taken for Stephano. Will want to get that speed upgrade ASAP.
Yes, yes, he will. Now, the thing is, if Stephano actually pokes in here, he's going to see that Forge researching something, and he's going to think, that's a little early. Perhaps I suspect something is coming my way. Now, Bischu would like to deny that information, and I believe so far he has successfully done that. And one Zealot will be killed, needless to say. Oh, nice little bit of micro trickery there by Stephano. Keeps 2 alive, very good.
Yeah, not bad, not bad.
It's okay, it's okay.
But, oh my god, is he actually going to... Oh, I was going to say, is this probe going to build a 3rd base instead of additional gateways? Is he crazy? But no, the 2nd and 3rd gateways in the main base now. So from here on out, there's a couple of ways you can go. You can go down a timing attack path. You can try to squeeze in a 3rd base fast, but against a player like Stephano, you are asking for trouble, because Stephano is a very aggressive Zerg player past the 40 draw mark. He will start to build units, and he will capitalize on that. But the robotics facility comes down. So seeing this is it's not going to be a timing attack. It's more going to be, and that pylon may confuse Stephano as well, but it's more just going to be getting the Observer out, adding on an Immortal against this Roachling composition, thinking about your 3rd and 4th gases, and then starting to eventually go up into Colossus.
Yeah, it's another... He's leaving pylons everywhere. I have to wonder what kind of response he's attempting to evoke from Stephano.
He's forcing 2 spine crawlers to be made. He's forcing a bunch of lings to be made, and Stephano's only on 35 drones. Stephano's expecting a timing attack. There's 2 more spine crawls coming down on the 3rd base. So simply by piloning around the map, he's forcing a lot out here. 2 Zealots are going to warp in to do a bit of harassment at the same time, but realistically, there's no timing attack. Are you kidding me? The 3rd and 4th gas has been taken. Yeah. You know, he's playing excellently right now. Really playing mind games with Stephano.
Oh, I like this choice right here by Bischu to actually assassinate a queen.
Yeah. Oh, the legs are trapped.
Oh, really nicely done there by Bischu, or perhaps a mistake there by Stephano, one way or the other. Taking out the queen, really a big deal. Once you've taken that down, that means no injections on this base for quite some time. Queens do take a long time to build. Not has even gone into production right now. Yeah. More Zealots pushing their way in. They shouldn't really be able to get past those spine crawlers, even with the +1.
He shouldn't really be warping in any more Zealots in this. That's like it. Even that last wave there was questionable.
Yeah.
Simply because there's spine crawlers down everywhere, there's lings, there's roaches out, so it is questionable.
He warps in more as well up there to the top for some reason. He can get away with them, and he probably should leave right now. But
yeah, it's really bad.
I think he's committing too much to maybe say, Stephano, it's a timing attack. Oh, God. It's like, no, Stephano, it's not a timing attack anymore.
But the follow-up from this, surprisingly, a warp prism is on its way. So what I think we're going to be seeing here is actually warp prisms into the main base. If he can somehow force field the ramp between the main and the natural, he has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gateways coming down now, and he's going to be able to just warp in 7 gateways inside the main base of Stephano. And if he can get this in undetected, which I think, yes, it was undetected, Stephano has no idea. 3 sentries, if he can get them down, he should really not try to go for the mineral line, but go for the ramp and then just warp in off 7 gateways. But this is still an okay choice, but the better one would have been the ramp for sure.
Yeah, definitely, because the DPS of sentries not so great here.
So many sentries. He's going to be able to box himself in here against a ling of roaches.
Yeah, it's just the question is, will he be able to get that ramp? The return is already happening right now. There is a little bit of firepower there in terms of the 2 stalkers. Another queen's going to be assassinated. A great choice right there in order to get rid of that and prevent more injections. 7 roaches on the way, more warpers. This is actually now getting to be a really strong warp in.
Well, basically, he's going to build his army up. That's what he's doing. He's going to sit there, build it up, build it up, build it up, snipe the spawning pool, build it up, and then he's going to just have too much with Force Stephano to deal with. This is really, really good play from Bischu.
Yeah, I'm liking it a lot, and the +1 is really coming into play now as well. The Stalker's doing excellent extra damage, and that spawning pool's most likely going to die, which is really...
So there's no Zerglings going to come. There's literally roaches and drones.
Which is no good against that many Stalkers and sentries.
Yeah, this is so good from Bischu, and I really see him playing well recently. Oh, roaches though do snipe a couple. 4 spine crawls on, but the layer's going to go down as well. Stephano not giving up, expands to the north side here as well.
Yeah, this is really so good by Bischu. I'm loving that. Even pulls that injured Stalker into the wall prism. Yeah, Lair is dead, and then those roaches are trapped in there. I have to wonder if Stephano can really hold on here. It's looking very, very tough for him. That is not so great. I mean, if Bischu can just move around those spine crawlers, which he can, kind of like that, and just go straight for the natural, then there's going to be massive problems right here for Stephano to hold this. He's rebuilding that. He's even expanding up to the top to try and keep things going, but he's only
there's no links to kill Stalkers, so
exactly.
He can just keep whooping in Stalkers now, and there's like Zealous the tanking. Well
GG,
played!
ladies and gentlemen. First game in the series goes to Bischu. Clever. Very clever
guy, and
sneaky,
I told you he's played
individual.
well recently.
Yeah.
And obviously Bischu from Sweden also beating Stephano. And shall I even bother to list Stephano's freaking achievements?
No, because that would take all day, and we're already behind schedule. But you know what? You said he's got to be our 7-gate sniper against Zerg. Well, that's one version of it, I suppose.
You, man. He was my former sniper, so he's pulling up some old builds, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's good stuff, and he's playing very well here. But Stephano, against that, I mean, that Zealot pressure was pretty annoying to deal with in the first place.
Definitely.
But to be honest, as soon as that spawner pool went down, that was lights out. There's like, you can't build the links to kind of reinforce there. And he overbuilt in spine crawls too. He didn't really read the game that well in terms of what was coming.
Yeah.
You don't need 4 or 5 spine crawls to deal with that.
Yeah,
so.
he did cancel 1 or 2 there, but he really did have too many. And the warp prism came in completely undetected. And usually Stephano has excellent map control and overlord
that's a
placement.
good point,
Apparently
actually.
not.
There was no overlord spread around at all because he was so focused on defending against those zealots. So.